Hello everybody and welcome to my +1 redesign activity for the Universal Design Beyond the Classroom digital badge. So firstly, to introduce myself, my name is Patricia Henry and I work in Atlantic Technological University, the main Sligo campus, and for those of you that may have visited the campus before, I am sure you will have seen our famous fish, which represents the salmon of knowledge. I work in the Teaching and Learning Centre and my role is Teaching and Learning Support Officer. So I do exactly as it says on the tin. I support all things teaching and learning, from organising workshops and seminars for academic staff to attend, to our annual UDL conference. And it's because of my role in supporting colleagues with their own Universal Design for Learning journey that I decided to take part in this rollout to broaden my understanding of universal design and start putting into practice in my own day-to-day work. My understanding of universal design is about creating a more inclusive and equitable society by considering the diversity of human abilities and needs when designing various processes and procedures. So with keeping this in mind while carrying out the redesign, the following include some of the key findings from my own reflections. Firstly, everything should be equitable. All processes and procedures should be designed so that they are accessible to all individuals. Flexibility. We should always strive to provide a range of options and adaptability to accommodate the diverse range of individuals. Inclusivity. Universal design emphasises the importance of inclusivity and that the needs of all individuals should be considered to ensure all individuals can participate fully in society. User-centred. Universal design places a strong emphasis on a user-centred approach, which means involving the end user in the design process so a better understanding of their needs is captured. And finally, collaboration. To implement effective changes often requires collaboration among various stakeholders to ensure that diverse perspectives are taken into account. So because my role is not student-facing, I found it difficult to think of a redesign that would enable me to capture useful feedback in a timely manner. Bearing that in mind, and as I provide support to the Teaching and Learning Centre, I decided to look at the Moodle page for the PG Cert in Universal Design for Learning, delivered here in ATU. My colleague Maureen Hearn, Centre of Excellence in UDL Lead, was very obliging in handing over the Semester 1 module Understanding the UDL Framework, and giving me the freedom to implement some changes based on the UD principles. As I have previously achieved a digital badge and graphic facilitation, I decided that my +1 approach to the redesign would be to draw graphics to represent the title of each tile. You can see here a before and after image of what the tiles on the Moodle page looks like. While images can significantly enhance the communication of universal design principles, it's crucial to ensure that the images themselves are designed with accessibility in mind. This includes providing alternative text for screen readers, using high contrast for visibility, and considering the overall inclusivity of the visuals chosen. So as the three principles of universal design for learning are multiple means of engagement, multiple means of representation, and multiple means of action and expression. And because of the +1 approach that I undertook, the specific universal design for learning principle that I focused on during the redesign was multiple means of representation, or the what of learning. It's important for us to realise that all individuals have different ways of perceiving and comprehending information, and that this principle emphasises the importance of providing multiple means of representation. So what does it mean? It means presenting information in various formats, using different media, and offering alternative methods for accessing and understanding content. Some of the key points that I tried to remember when creating my graphics were: graphics need to be visually recognisable. There should be a visual and verbal explanation. The use of high contrast colours are recommended. There should be minimal use of text. And graphics should be inclusive of all. By doing so, it ensures that information is accessible to learners with diverse learning styles, preferences and abilities. My own reflections. Prior to commencing the UD Beyond the Classroom digital badge, I had started to draw graphics for the module Understanding UDL Framework from the PG Cert in UDL. Initially, I thought it would be good to draw graphics that visually represented the title and to remove the title text. I went on to complete all graphics and uploaded them to the Moodle page, and my first thoughts were, this looks great. I decided to leave them aside for a period of time, and when I returned to view the page, I found I was viewing it with new eyes. And this is as a result of having commenced the digital badge. I realised, to be inclusive to all, that we would need the title text included. Rather than going back to the original way, I decided to incorporate the text into the graphics I created. And here you can see some of those examples. The student or learner feedback. Once all graphics were created and uploaded to the Moodle page, I created a short Microsoft forum to gather some feedback from the users of the page, and I asked the following 6 short questions. Are you familiar with Moodle or a virtual learning environment? Do you use Moodle in the delivery of your teaching, bearing in mind that the students taking this module are all lecturers? What is your user experience typically like with tiles on Moodle? Following the redesign of the tiles, what is your user experience of the page like now? Is there anything that you would change? And finally, would you like to model this going forward in your own teaching practice? The feedback was 100% positive to the changes, with some quotes as follows. A very good user experience. The graphics are designed in a very engaging way and add to the user experience of the page. I think this is so much more straightforward than having students click through to different content per week. It's nice, clear, easy to use layout. And finally, the one I'm most happy with. The images are clear, relevant and memorable, which encapsulates what I was trying to achieve. So my future plans. Following on from successfully creating the graphics for the module Understanding UDL Framework, I have also commenced creating new graphics for the module Implementing UDL Framework, which will be delivered in semester 2 of the PG Cert in UDL. I am also continually adding to my own library of graphics, and with time and experience I am getting more confident and have started to include them in all teaching and learning newsletters and emails. The Teaching and Learning Department are also in the process of creating a new SharePoint and web page, and I have been asked to contribute my graphics to these where possible. I'd like to thank you for taking the time to listen, and if you have any questions, please feel free to contact me on my email, which is patricia.henry@atu.ie. Thank you.